Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking one of the absolute most remarkable transformations you'll ever encounter. We're looking at the true story of the architect of the second chance. Now, this isn't just some inspiring narrative, it's literally a meticulous blueprint of human potential. We're going to explore the incredible true story of a prisoner who transformed his life from absolute suffocating rock bottom to verifiable millionaire status in the commercial real estate sector. Seriously, it's a wild story all about the mechanics of mindset and the raw power of discipline. Let's get into it.
From prison to millionaire. Just take a second to really process the massive stakes of this narrative. On one end of the spectrum, you've got a cold, concrete isolation cell. A place literally designed to strip away freedom, agency, and hope. Then, on the exact opposite end of the human experience, you have ultimate financial freedom and self-determination. The chasm between these two realities it's almost incomprehensibly vast. Bridging that gap requires a transformation so profound it almost defies logic. But as you'll see, it's not magic, it's architecture.
Okay, let's dive into this. The root of this entire transformation is fundamentally about a radical, structural shift between two starkly different mental frameworks. On the one hand, the past mindset. It's criminal and entirely reactive. We're talking about a baseline psychology driven by impulse, short-term survival, and just a total lack of long-term vision. But then, look at the future mindset, disciplined and educated. This one is proactive. It builds, it calculates. To make that physical journey from a prison cell to a corporate boardroom, the internal journey between these two mindsets absolutely had to happen first.
Section 1. Isolation in prison.
Think for a moment about the physical and mental toll of complete and total isolation. We are talking about 23 hours a day, locked inside an 8x10 concrete box. This is absolute rock bottom. The sensory deprivation, the echoing silence, the overwhelming weight of time. This environment is exactly where that flawed, reactive baseline mindset reaches its tragic, almost inevitable conclusion. When you're stripped of literally all external stimuli, you're left entirely alone with your own choices. For most folks, this abyss is the end of the road. It just crushes the human spirit. But as we're about to see, for a very rare few, the total absence of distraction becomes this terrifyingly quiet laboratory for real change.
Section 2. The criminal life.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Notice how rapid this descent really is. Year 1 is defined by a life of crime and purely reactive choices. Just living entirely in the moment, chasing immediate gratification, totally regardless of the risk. By year 3, boom, we hit the inevitable arrest and the ultimate breaking point. The consequences finally catch up. And by year 4, the system locks the door. Confinement and prison isolation. Now, we aren't going to get bogged down in the specific crimes of the past here, but it's vital to see how fast a reactive mindset accelerates a person straight into a concrete wall.
Section 3. Discovering self-education.
So, could one single book really change everything? I mean, in our digital age where we consume thousands of articles, videos, and posts a day, is it actually possible that a single, tangible item, just one solitary book, could act as a talisman powerful enough to interrupt a downward spiral of criminality and isolation? Honestly, it almost sounds like a movie trope, doesn't it? But the reality of human psychology is that sometimes all it takes is one new input to completely shatter an old paradigm. One book changed his life. This was the ultimate catalyst for transformation. When you're locked in a room with nothing but your own thoughts, the introduction of a new idea is literally like a stick of dynamite. And for him, that stick of dynamite was Napoleon Hill's classic, Think and Grow Rich. By simply changing his inputs, he started to change his outputs. The book's core thesis on burning desire and organized planning gave him a window into a totally different way of existing. It showed him that wealth, success, and freedom weren't just for other people. No, they were structured realities that could be learned, studied, and eventually built from the ground up. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the definition of the tool he used to leverage that book. Discipline, the practice of training oneself to do things in a controlled and habitual way, especially to improve oneself. You see, inspiration from a book is fleeting, right? But discipline is permanent. He didn't just casually read the book, he devoured it. He applied strict, unwavering discipline to his reading schedule. He took that tiny, suffocating cell, and through the sheer force of habit and control, he transformed it into his own private classroom. He had to train his mind before he could ever even think about training his business.
Section 4. Building wealth and business.
The procedural ascent here is super clear. Step 1, read the book. That's a simple initial spark. Step 2, educate self in isolation. This is the hidden, grueling work done in the dark. And step 3, apply discipline to business, the execution in the light. Listen, this massive success was not a lottery ticket. It wasn't blind luck at all. It was a highly replicable formula. He took the exact same controlled habitual training he developed in isolation, and upon his release, he pointed it like a laser beam directly at the commercial real estate market.
And this brilliantly illustrates the complete architectural blueprint we've been talking about. First, it starts with a radical mindset shift. Next, it's sustained by relentless self-education and unwavering daily discipline. Then, and this is absolutely crucial, translating that theoretical knowledge into hard business action. Because you don't get to the finish line just by thinking about it, right? You actually have to execute. And finally, scaling the second chance. He didn't just barely survive on the outside, he completely dominated. He engineered his own redemption through commerce and applied knowledge.
The result of that relentless execution, $1 million, verifiable millionaire status. And honestly, what's kind of ironic is that his first few real estate pitches as a free man were such absolute disasters that he actually almost missed prison food. But he adapted, he learned, and eventually he closed his first major real estate portfolio. Delivering this 1 million figure isn't about glorifying money though, it's about providing a measurable metric for transformation. It proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that a radical life overhaul is totally quantifiable. It is possible. The distance from zero, or in his case way below zero, to 1 million is a distance traveled entirely by the vehicle of a disciplined mind. It's accessible to anyone willing to put in the grueling work.
Let me break the fourth wall for a second here. What is keeping you in your own mental isolation? Most of us are obviously not locked in a physical prison cell, but how many of us are trapped in a reactive mindset? How many of us are confined by our own poor habits, our lack of discipline, or just a stubborn refusal to seek out new, challenging inputs? We so often build our own walls. So what self-imposed limitations are preventing you from studying your way out of your current situation? So, the crucial point is this: a second chance is always possible. Always. It doesn't matter how dark the abyss is or how deep the hole you've dug for yourself might be. The overarching lesson from this incredible source material is that radically changing your mindset can and will completely rewrite your future. The architecture of a second chance is built firmly on the foundation of the books you read, the discipline you practice, and the actions you take every single day. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. You've seen the blueprint, you've seen the proof. So ask yourself right now, what will be the catalyst for your second chance? Will it be a book, a new habit, a sudden refusal to just accept your baseline? Examine your inputs today. Start building your own transformation. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I challenge you to go out and architect your own future.